What are your fears? Oh my gosh. Your biggest insecurity? Oh my goodness. I have a very hard time celebrating my accomplishment. Worst date I've been on? Who's your best friend? Who? Okay. As I'm doing this, I am going to answer some questions that I got on this app called NGL. These are from a long time ago. Also, by the way, I'm not a professional makeup thingy. I'm not a professional makeup anything, so maybe I just have to go like this because that's uncomfortable. All right, so first question is, how will you be practicing self-love this week? Guys, I feel. I honestly don't have a proper answer to that, to be fair. I like to practice self-love just by, I don't know an answer to that, but I feel like I've been spending my time doing things that I actually love, and that's part of self-love for me, especially given that I'm a big people pleaser. So yeah, this week I'll be practicing self-love. I have zoned out on that one. I honestly have no clue whatsoever, but we will find out as the week goes on. Okay, next question. Have you ever had any surgery? Well, no, that's just a short answer to that. I haven't had any surgery, thank God. I haven't even had like any major, what do you call that, major medical difficulties as a child or as I'm grown. So that is something I'm very, 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 very grateful for, especially in this society. If you have good health, it's definitely something you should not take for granted in the world we live in, because good health is, what do you call it? What do you call that? You know, one of those things that, what do you call those things? A comfort you should never, ever, 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 ever take for granted. So no, I have never had surgery. After, by the way, as I said, I'm just going with the flow when it comes to this. We are going to just freestyle, because again, I'm not a professional. My sister is the pro at this. She would have been doing this, but I feel like for her, she's very specific on how she does her makeup, and it will take longer than I have time for, plus she's busy, so here I am doing my own. All right, let's go to the next question. Are we ready? Wait, sinaweka makeup kwa hii kitu. What are your fears? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me say about what my past fear was. One of my past fear is abandonment. And not like, I've never been abandoned by family or anything. It's not like a childhood trauma, but I used to be terrified of either friends or people I'm with leaving me for one reason or another. So I would end up doing whatever I need to do to make sure they stayed, and that was very unhealthy, because ultimately I would end up valuing their happiness way more than my own, and basically I just neglected myself so much. Like they, you know, like how somebody becomes the center or joy of your life, that's how it was at some point in my life. And that fear is one of the worst fears I think anybody could have, and I pray that whoever has that kind of fear in their life, that may you gain the courage to just let go of that. Because if you think about it, the people who actually care for you, you should never have to be afraid of them leaving, because ultimately, even if they leave or if you guys break up as one thing, they might end up staying in your life as something else. And besides, you just have to come to terms that not everybody was supposed to be in your life forever. Some people are just supposed to come into your life to help you with a certain phase you're at with the stage you're at in your life, and then they gotta move on with their lives as well. So yeah, the fear I have currently is just, I feel like I still feel like one of my biggest fear is disappointing others and disappointing myself, just basically being a failure. And then that's maybe why I am very critical about my accomplishments. I have a very hard time celebrating my accomplishment and celebrating my skills. So yeah, that's a fear that I have, I guess. Hold on, I had to get something a bit more moisturizing. Yeah, that's better, because that one was very dry. So yeah, that was one of my biggest fears. My current one is, as I said, being a failure. Let's go to the next question. Worst movie you've ever watched? I would say it has to be a Tanzanian movie. I don't know which one. I haven't watched many as it is. I haven't watched that many as it is. But I will say one of the least favorite movies I've watched recently is Disconnect. I was very happy and hyped about that movie, but the confusion that hit when I watched that movie, it's not giving. But however, they tried kabisa. It's just, I guess the storyline was not easily understandable. Who's your best friend? Who? I have a few best friends. One of them is my sister. Other ones are, guys, should we mention names? Let's just say I have a few best friends, because I don't feel like I want to mention their names like that, to be honest. But yeah, I have a few of them, and they're great friends, and they always show up for me, and for that I am forever grateful. But yeah, my sisters also happen to be my best friends, as I said. Okay, dream job. My dream job will be content creation and event planning. If I could do that for the rest of my life, I would have been a happy person, I think. So that's where I'm at right now. Obviously, let me just sit down. Obviously, with time it might evolve, but currently those are my dream job. Okay, this part is a bit critical. Biggest regret. Hold on. Okay, so for my biggest regret, I've mentioned this before on my post on Instagram, but I don't. Hold on again. Oh, I'm about to tear up. Oh, child. Right? I feel like that's okay. I was like, I don't know where my lid is. Yeah, so I don't have regrets. I feel like all the decisions I've made, both good and bad, have led me to this point in my life. And yeah, they've led me to this point in my life, and I wouldn't change that. I am quite content with where I'm at. Obviously, there's some choices I wish I hadn't made, but ultimately, I'm content, and I feel like that's what matters to me the most. That's dark. Okay, let's do a few more questions. It shouldn't be that many. Where are you from? I am from Tanzania. I'm gonna skip some of them. My middle name, I'm not gonna share that, but it starts with a G. Opinion on birds, they are cool to photograph. I answered that. How tall are you? I am not as tall as you think, and neither am I as short as you think. What date I've been on? To be fair, I've not been on that many dates to begin with. But I think the one I remember, first of all, I'm not big on dates where I have to eat. Especially if it's like the first date. I would much rather prefer we do some sort of activity or we can talk, but eating is not my preference. Now, when I was in uni, I used to be a teaching assistant for one of these computer classes, and it was like an adult computer classes, also like grown people. So there was this particular person that was in my class, and I think at some point they were like, oh, can we go for a date, blah 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 blah. I hope they didn't go with me because they thought they would have gotten something, because that's not how it worked. He ended up getting nothing, but I was like, cool beans. And then we went to Nando's, and I kid you not, I looked at that menu. I love Nando's. I like the chicken there. If you know me, you know like I'm not a veggie person, but that day I ordered a salad. Mind you, I had like 2 bites and that was it. It was just a very terrifying date for me. But yeah, if like I'm just not the person who likes eating with people I'm not comfortable with, it makes me very nervous and awkward. So yeah, I think that's the one that I can think of. Probably I have worse dates, but that will be a story for another time. Okay, next question. Your biggest insecurity? Oh my goodness, I've come to realize like one of my insecurities is my neck. And what else? Yeah, let's just go with my neck for now. The others we'll figure out in the future. Next question. Have you cried during a movie? Yes. Have you ever been fired from a job? No, thankfully. What was the best day so far this year? The year has just begun, but the best day, I think it will be Axel's birthday, which was yesterday. He was so excited. He was a very jolly person. Maybe I'll have some pictures in this vlog. Do you have any cute friends for me? Yes, I do have a lot of cute single friends. So, you know, if you're searching or know somebody who is searching, hit me up. And I think that is it for that video, and just in time for me to finish up with this. And now I am gonna go ahead and set up and start taking some cool pics. Pray for me.